It feels like we're at the end of the fight. Nothing bad should be able to happen here. He broke his jaw off! He busted that clean off! Like, he has to be dying here, but at the same time... Wait, hold up, hold up. Pure defense. If we're dying, we're going out with a fucking bang. You know what to do. Drop a like, show your support, subscribe if you're new around here, Patreon, full live reactions and exclusives. When they showed the backstory for our girl, I said it when I covered the episode. I was like, man, like, this is weird. They bamboozled me, because anytime you show that level of backstory, it's a death episode. Now, it can either be a death episode or you're about to die episode and you get saved. But instead, it was relatively we won. There was no actual hints of death. And it bamboozled me because when you've seen thousands of anime like I have, you see a general flow that they work with, which makes predicting a lot of things easy. I didn't even consider the fact that it might be a misdirect, not for the character in question, but her father. I heard the episode was crazy, but I truly was like, okay, we gonna do that he's him energy. And goddamn did he do that he's him energy. And the amount of hopium I was huffing throughout this episode, pretty quickly I was like, okay, it's a 50-50 if he lives or dies. But I was rooting for him. I was like, he's fine. And even though it nosedived real quick of my opinion of his survivability, I still thought to myself, it doesn't matter. We're going to win. He's going to defeat Kaiju number 9. Even if he dies defeating Kaiju number, I can live with that, right? But hey, maybe he'll be paralyzed. He'll be bedridden, whatever. But he's going to do this. Didn't even cross my mind, because I knew, because he said that, right? He was after a Kaiju. And very clearly he was after Kaiju number 2. But I thought to myself that meant taking the weapon. You know, like his little gauntlets. I didn't think he was gonna take his body. This season of Kaiju number 8 has been utter perfection. Production, directing, just complete and utter perfection. Some of the best fucking action of this year, period. And it's emotionally engaging. Like, we already knew there was kind of a passing of the torch kind of feeling in the air before this episode. Not that I expected him to die, but it definitely felt like we were setting up the next generation for success. And when you have characters like Narmi, yeah, you got the new skill here. But to have the passing of the torch be so abrupt as an end, that's wild. We ended the previous episode with Kafka doing like 2 different poses that I thought Aura farmed harder than anything. When he punched through Kaiju number 9's chest and like squished the heart. Then there's the one attack when he like jumped in the air and like slammed down. Hardest images known to man. Nope. Those weren't even breadsticks in comparison to what this man did. The number of... They pretty much started that fight with his entire arm shattering. And mind you, he's a human. He's not a like, you don't know he walked that. He continued to use that arm. Like, this was some All Might level, I ain't going down until you go down. And the number of times he was in his 2nd, 3rd, 4th wind, and I'm like, there's no way he continues. And he's like, I don't care. I'm going to 100%. It will kill me, but this guy's going down. He doesn't get... Kaiju number 9 was so convinced he was okay because he planned for it. He's like, yeah, I'll just do this maximum defense. And he's like, F you. And to be fair, did he survive it? Yes. But he barely survived a human. Could you imagine if this man had Kafka's ability? Think of Levi from Attack on Titan. If he had Aaron's Titan shifter abilities. That's the type of aura that man gave off. Human, using kaiju weapons, did kaiju level destruction. To the point that he felt not human. If only he had Kaiju number 8's abilities, holy hell. Like, it goes against the messaging of passing of the torch, Kafka and all them, like, you know, believe in the me that believes in you, blah, blah, blah. But I'm just imagining an alternate universe where he's the one with Kaiju number 8's powers. Kaiju number 9 would have been dealt with, and we would have been home for dinner within 3 hours. I fully believe it. This man was so OP, both with aura and just pure raw he's him energy. The author knew if I gave Kaiju number 8 to this man, the manga would have been over in a one-shot. I was okay with this show starting later in the season because I recognize, hey, it's a shorter season. I'd much prefer ending a show at the end of a season versus it ending a couple weeks before a season wraps up. But it honestly feels like there's more to it. It's a shorter season, but every goddamn episode is chock full of just absolute quality, and when you think the fights are finally over, they're not. And like, this man was such a despicable villain. He's like, okay, I'm out now. I don't want to fight you guys anymore. Is he gonna escape? I don't know, because both Narmi and Kafka are like, nuh-uh, you're trapped with us now. Will he escape eventually? Yes, because I think he will be the final villain forever. Like, he's always gonna be the last villain we fight until the show's over. But I can appreciate the hustle of him being an absolute scumbag like that. I don't know where we go from here. Emotional distress. Like, surely we have to have an episode or two that chills after this. Like, once we aren't fighting anymore, surely. But then again, who am I to say for sure? I thought for sure he was gonna live. The number of times he struck a pose. Like, he wasn't trying to be cool, but just at one point he gets hit like in his shoulder blade area, and he just keeps the entire force, and yet he still stands up tall. Like, how do you stand up tall from that? What type of steroids were you putting through your body that you managed to... That was like getting hit by the Hulk and being like, I can do this all day. It's been some time since I've been so hyped and heartbroken all in one for a death. But yeah, Pops ain't coming back from that. He's 100% dead for sure. You let me know what you thought. Be honest. Did you see it coming? Or throughout the fight were you like, surely Kafka or one of them's gonna get there in time? Because I literally did that in the previous episode too. But you let me know your thoughts. What you thought down below. Drop a like if you enjoyed those. Subscribe if you're new around here, ring that bell. Patreon is, of course, where you catch my full live reactions and exclusives like, hey, I give video shoutouts to every single one of my patrons. So today we got Lynn Hamrick, Joe D, Kobe Jackson, Tyler Countess, Backslash, John Matrix, and we also have John True. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care, and y'all have a good one.